I know a lot of unemployment jokes, but none of them seem to work. A 2020 recession is coming. At least, that's what everyone is saying. Recessions generally occur when there is a widespread drop in spending, which may be triggered by various events such as a banking panic, an external trade shock, or the bursting of an economic bubble. It is defined as a significant decline in economic activity spread across the economy, resulting in slower economic growth, increased unemployment, and a sense of doom. But the thing is, talking heads have been predicting a recession since the end of the 2008 Great Recession. The truth is, no one actually knows when a recession will occur. It's not a question of whether a recession will happen or not, it's a question of when. And although we may not know when a recession will come, here are several ways to help you prepare for the impending doomsday recession. Before we dive on in, I did cut up a t-shirt for this video, so it would mean the world to me if you gave me a thumbs up on this video to show your support. Alright, let's go. First thing you have to understand is understand the media's aim. The media heavily focuses on producing fear and anxiety to the people that they target. This is what gets them views. In the past, the journalistic mission was to report events with objectiveness and integrity. Nowadays, capitalistic motives are what drives media companies. It's all about grabbing a reader's attention and keeping them on the article or video for as long as possible. So don't believe everyone that's saying a recession is right around the corner. They actually can't predict that. Secondly, understand that the last recession was called the Great Recession for a reason. It was because it was a harder hitting recession than those previously. Heavily because it was based on an economic housing crisis. The housing bubble popped and people struggled to pay their mortgages that they got from banks, which they shouldn't have even gotten in the first place. So here are 4 steps you can take to help you prepare for the upcoming recession. Step number 1, live below your means. 80% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. Are you one of them? Do you spend more than what you make? The first step is to get your consumption in check. This is especially difficult in this society where media companies and advertisers can specifically target you for goods or services that you are looking for or curious about. Companies are superbly efficient in targeting people and making people purchase things that they hadn't even thought about. You may find some of these products and services valuable, but not necessary. You have to be able to discern what you actually need and what you actually want. And if it's something you want, sit on it. Don't instantly buy it, give yourself a few days to think it over. And if it's something you truly desire, then sure, go ahead, purchase it. If you are living paycheck to paycheck and your bank account is hurting because of it, think about what you can actually cut. You should actually be doing this regardless of how the market looks. Is it a car that you have a loan on that you can sell and purchase a used car fully with cash? Can you cut down your utilities or find a cheaper cell phone bill? And dropkick that cable bill out of existence. It's 2019. You can do better. Advice number 2, don't lose your job. I was gonna put this in here firstly as a joke, but then I realized this is an actionable step you can take. If you build valuable skills or expertise around a certain subject, a company will be less likely to fire you in tough times. Now, this is not to say that even if you are the best employee, companies can still cut people regardless. So this is something that has led me to the FIRE movement, or financial independence, retire early. But that is a topic for another video. A lot of people are not set up with job security, which leads me to my next tip. Build a 3 to 6 months emergency fund. 63% of Americans would struggle to cover a $500 bill. This is in times where the economy is flourishing. Take this one step at a time. The first $1,000 will be the hardest to save up. Then bump that up to 1 month's worth of living expenses, then 3, and then finally 6 months. A typical recession lasts about 18 months. Now, your 6 months emergency fund won't cover you for that entire duration, but it provides plenty of footing for you to seek out other opportunities, and chances are, hopefully not, you won't be unemployed for all 18 months. Holding on to more than 6 months worth of living expenses is not horrible, especially if you are risk intolerant and you have that money stashed in a high yield savings account, which keeps up with inflation. However, I don't recommend more than 6 months because you're better off putting that in other investment vehicles and making that money work for you. Lastly, do not sell your stocks. Please don't. Just don't. The only exception here is that you are absolutely broke and you utterly need that money pronto. When the market crashes, if you sell your stocks, you're going to lose money. If you hold on to your investments, chances are they're going to revert back to their original value and then surpass it. Do not panic sell. In fact, the best thing you can do in times of recession is to buy more stocks. Think of a recession as a clothing store. When the clothing store doesn't perform, they have a flash sale. So every single apparel item is on a discount. Now, if you're someone that has been thinking about buying clothes for a while, this is awesome for you to go in and buy a bunch of clothes on a discount. It's a sweet deal, and it's just the same as in a recession. When a recession hits, the market drops and a lot of stocks are selling for a much cheaper value than what they're actually worth. So this is the time for you to swoop in, buy a bunch of stock, and then let that stock eventually go back to the original value even more, and then you're cashing in bank. Who doesn't love a discount? So there you have it, friends. The world is not ending. Be smart about your money, don't panic sell, and be prepared to make some short sacrifices if a recession hits. Let me know in the comments down below how you're preparing for a recession. I make videos on money and minimalism every single week, so be sure to hit that subscribe button for more videos. Peace.